Jungkook said this in an interview many years ago. At that time, many considered it just a sweet expression of loyalty, a common thing often said by group members to show their solidarity. However, no one expected that behind the words was hidden something much deeper, a promise that went beyond the boundaries of ordinary loyalty. Jungkook, the golden magne, has shown time and again that BTS is more than just a group to him. They're a home, a family, and a place where his heart is anchored. But what exactly did he sacrifice for BTS? What did the fans never know about how deeply in love they were with this group? This article will take you to dive into the invisible side of Jungkook, the unconditional love he gave BTS, even if it meant sacrificing his own happiness. When Jungkook first joined Big Hit Entertainment, he was just a shy boy from Busan who couldn't even imagine how his life would turn out. It doesn't come with great confidence or great ambition. He knew only one thing: he wanted to sing and dance. However, what not many people know is that Jungkook barely joined BTS. At that time, he received offers from many large agencies such as JYP, SM, and Cube, all offering more lucrative opportunities than smaller companies such as Big Hit. Logic said that he should have chosen one of the big agencies, but his heart said otherwise. He chose Big Hit not because of money, popularity, or guarantees of success. He chose because of someone who made him feel safe. Kim Namjoon. In an interview, Jungkook revealed that when he first saw RM, he felt that he was a true leader. Even at a very young age, Jungkook could already feel something that could not be explained in words. RM gave him the confidence that maybe, just maybe, he could thrive in that place. However, the decision did not come without fear. Jungkook hesitated for a moment, wondering if he had made the wrong decision. He was very young and had to leave his family in Busan. He has to train harder than others because he is the youngest, the greenest, the least experienced. But it was precisely there, in that small, hot rehearsal room, that he discovered something far more valuable than just the dream of becoming an idol. He found a home. BTS is not only a group known for their music, but also for the unique relationship between its members. However, among all of them, Jungkook's relationship with BTS has a deeper meaning than it seems on the surface. Over time, Jungkook grew into the most versatile of idols. His vocals were amazing, his dancing was impeccable, and he had an unrivaled talent in many ways. He could have shone on his own, stood out as a soloist, or even sought his own path outside of BTS. But no, he chose to remain in the group, even when the opportunity came to him many times. There are many stories behind the scenes that fans never know. Jungkook was once offered a multi-million-dollar solo contract by various major music labels, but he turned it down. He once got the opportunity to become an actor, but he put it off. Even in his personal life, Jungkook never really had freedom. He sacrifices many things: romantic relationships, personal time, even simple joys like going for a walk without feeling watched. If any other member has ever been rumored to have a partner, Jungkook has always been the most secretive figure when it comes to romance. Not because he has never been in love, but because he understands the responsibility he carries. He knew that his every move was being watched and that his personal choices could have an impact on the group. His unconditional love for BTS is not only seen in his big actions, but also in the little things that often go unnoticed. No journey is without obstacles, and BTS have faced more than one or two problems in their careers. There were times when BTS was close to breaking up, when the members began to question whether they could keep going together. In each of those difficult times, Jungkook was one of the most wounded. As the youngest member, he does not have the power to make big decisions, but he always tries his hardest to keep BTS intact. One of the most emotional moments occurred when BTS almost broke up in 2018. Jungkook cries in front of the camera, something that rarely happens. He can't imagine life without BTS. Without people who were like his own family. He could have chosen to leave everything behind, but he persisted. Because for Jungkook, BTS is not just a job, not just a career. They are part of his soul. Many people consider Jungkook to be the golden magne, someone who is talented in everything. But if you ask BTS members, they will give different answers. For RM, Jungkook is the youthful spirit that keeps them motivated. For Jin, he is the little brother who always makes him laugh. For Suga, he is someone who always listens without judging. For J-Hope, he is an inexhaustible source of energy. For Jimin, he is the brother he never had before. For V, it is a true friend who understands without the need for many words. BTS will never be the same without Jungkook. He's not just the youngest member, he's the heart that keeps the group alive. As time goes on, maybe one day BTS will reach a point where they have to take a different path. But one thing is certain, Jungkook's love for BTS will never change. He has proven that loyalty is not just words, but real actions. He has shown that unconditional love is not only about surviving in good times, but also about staying by the side of those we love, even when the world tries to separate us. And as history records BTS's journey, Jungkook's name will always be remembered as someone who loved the group more than himself. The music industry is constantly on the move, trends change, and popularity comes after another. However, one thing that has never changed is Jungkook's dedication to BTS. Many groups disintegrated due to fame. Egos begin to speak, differences of views arise, and eventually they choose their own paths. But BTS stayed afloat, not just because they were talented or lucky, but because there was an emotional bond that just couldn't be broken. Jungkook is living proof that unconditional love exists in this world. He never saw BTS as a stepping stone to his solo career. He never used the group's fame for personal gain. On the contrary, he always puts BTS's interests above everything else, even when it means sacrificing himself. When BTS finally announced that they would focus on individual projects in 2022, many fans were worried. Does this mean BTS will split up? Will they end up like many other groups that choose to go their separate ways? Jungkook was the first to reassure fans that there was nothing to worry about. On various occasions, he confirmed that BTS is not just a group, but a family. No matter what happens, they will always come back to each other. And indeed, whenever BTS regroups for a special event or project, it's obvious that their love remains the same. RM's proud look at Jungkook, Jin and J-Hope's laughing, Jungkook's closeness to Jimin and V, and Suga's protective attitude towards him all show that BTS are not just co-workers. They are brothers. One of the biggest questions often asked is, until when will BTS be together? No one could answer it for sure, not even the members themselves. Time goes on, life changes, and there are many factors that can affect their journey. However, one thing is certain, Jungkook will always be part of BTS, in whatever way he can. If one day BTS decides to end their journey as a group, Jungkook will never forget what they've been through together. He may pursue his own career, but he will never give up his identity as part of BTS, because for Jungkook, BTS is not just a name. It was part of his soul. History has proven that true love never fades. Jungkook has shown that loyalty isn't just about surviving the good times. It's also about remaining there when things get tough. As BTS matures and faces new challenges, one thing is certain. Jungkook's unconditional love for his group will never change. He gave everything for BTS. And no matter where the road takes them, the story of Jungkook and BTS will always be one of the most beautiful proofs that love, when given sincerely, can last forever.